Which even pulling trigger, I think, is a gutless thing sometimes. Like, you shouldn't just be able to pull trigger. You should have to passive hunting. I think hunter safety, your shooting aspect should be a little more in depth.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you should be able to just maim a fucking animal. Wing it.
Good point. Yeah.
Right? Like, you should have to put some groupings together or something. Handgun or rifle.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't be like, okay, yep, it's not loaded. You fucking know how to put the safety on, and you're 12. Go get them.
Yeah, I completely agree, because when you pass one of those hunter safety courses, what there are is about...
I was 10. I was fucking 10.
They're easy to pass, but it's questions. You just have to know things.
And you have to get 60% of the questions right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
You just got to get a D.
A D.
Yeah.
And then you have fun with your dad and his hunting buddies.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't try and burn one of them.
One of them's trying to fuck you. There's a way... There's a way to teach people to be competent first before you allow them to do it. I think that's probably the best way. But then people hear shit like that, like, you ain't infringing upon my rights. I'll teach my son how to do it. I hope you do.
I hope
we do. But if we're going to regulate it at all, it seems ridiculous to me that you don't regulate competency. Like, people should have a certain amount of ability before they go hunting.
Right.
Or before they go and shoot a gun at a range.
Any kind of bearing arms should
Imagine if they just gave you a car. Like, licenses, do you, like, ask,
well, that's
what's a red light?
What it is, yeah.
What's a green light? Yeah. What do you do when you hit a stop sign? And you answer these 60% of these questions right, and they give you a car. And that's how you learn. You learn by driving out there in the public. Well, that's kind of what you're doing with guns. You know, someone passes a course, and then all of a sudden they got a gun. They're just wandering around. Like, you should know how to fucking use
and you go
that
hunting,
thing.
and then your dad's buddy's like, you got him on a 410, let's give him a 12 gauge, god damn it. Right? Now you're 10 with a 12 gauge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have fun. Or a 300 Win Mag. Just fucking shoot, you know?
A 10-year-old with a 300 Win Mag. Boom.
Boof.
You just go flying backwards and land on your ass. Yeah. There's a way to do it. It's like meeting in the middle. But one of the things about, like, people who are gun rights advocates is they don't want to give up anything. And I understand it, because they feel like if you give up any ground
if you
at all,
give up, yeah, sure.
Yeah. The liberals are going to come in, and they're going to want to take all your guns. People who don't have guns don't want anybody to have guns. And people who have guns want everybody to be able to get a gun.
I don't know how I'm on the fence on that one, but I carry a weapon everywhere with me. That's what I do. I have one in every vehicle, all over my house.
You and Tim Kennedy should get together.
We do all the time. We do all the time. You know, and I don't know. I feel like I've never had to pull my weapon, ever. But I feel like if I did, I would kill somebody, for sure, if it pushed me to that point.
If you were in a position where someone's going to take your life, which happens all the time, it would be wonderful if you could talk someone out of that without having to shoot them. But there's a lot of people that don't want to believe that the scenario does present itself occasionally where you got to shoot somebody.
Absolutely. Yeah. It does.
It does.
Happens all the time.
You can't control. There's a giant fucking population on this planet. And amongst those people, you are going to run into the wrong motherfucker sometimes. Whether it's some Ted Bundy character, or whether it's some fucking school shooter, or whether who knows? You just don't know. And this idea that you shouldn't be prepared, and that we should pretend that those people don't exist, that's just as unhealthy as someone thinking that everyone should be armed everywhere they go. We should all have guns laying on the table, and that's just as unhealthy. It's all of it's crazy. Like, there's a lot of people here. We definitely need to work on being nicer to each other.
Being nice to each other, and me and Aubrey talked about this. I think mutual combat should be a thing that is allowed.
That's in Seattle, you know,
because
in Washington
fucking
State.
road rage puts me over the edge. Motherfucker, I will lose my mind.
Do you know why that is?
Why that is?
Yeah, why road rage exists? They've actually done, like, they've made a scientific explanation that actually makes sense. When you're driving in a car, things are happening at split seconds.
Right.
So you're in that car, people are changing lanes, you're moving 60 miles an hour, which, I mean, how many feet a second is that? You're flying by, right? And it requires you to be tuned in. Your senses are very tuned in. And because of that, anytime something happens, you're on red alert.
Right.
So you're engaging with people on red alert. Fuck you! Like, you're in that car, and you're already so ramped up. By the time you get out, you're like ready to go to war. And people that are like normally calm, they get in those situations, and they're so fucking ramped up.
So ramped up.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's dealing with that.
We should allow it to be done.
I agree.
Motherfucker want to pull you over, you should pull over and figure it out instead of pull over and then
shoot each other.
Shoot each other.
Well, that
There'd be a lot less people honking their horn if you got to beat the shit out of somebody.
That's true.
They'd be like, yeah, all right, maybe not. Go ahead, cut in.
Talk a lot up until the time the door's shut and they're standing outside.
Yeah.
And then maybe they try to talk their way out of it, or talk their way out of you being scared. But there's a state, Washington State has a law, a mutual combat law, where you could do it in front of cops. Do you know that crazy dude, Phoenix Jones, who's an MMA fighter who I
don't know him.
You don't know who he is?
This
is a crazy story. He's a legit MMA fighter. Very talented kid. Is he Carlos Fodor's brother? Phoenix Jones. Anyway, he wears a fucking superhero outfit, and he goes out and fights crime.
Real life.
Yeah, and there's a video of him on a street fight in front of cops. Because Washington State, says, you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Okay, you guys are allowed to fight.
So you can smoke pot and
look
fight.
At this. So this is this guy. He's got this outfit on, and this dude's talking shit to him. Is this the...
Do you have any Warrior bars right here?
I don't, man. I don't. I got some other shit. So the guy talks a bunch of shit, and then he tries to walk away, and the guy's like, oh, you fucking pussy. So eventually he winds up fighting this guy in front of cops.
Do you have to find a cop first?
No. You can agree upon it, but the cops won't intervene.
So you could say this is mutual combat.
Yeah. So look at this. There's a cop car. So the cops are watching. This is hilarious. By the way, this is real fucking recent. And this dude, Phoenix Jones, whatever his real name is.
So no weapons. You just say...
No weapons.
No weapon, mutual combat.
Yeah. And so the cops let him do it. See if you can get to the actual fight itself, because it's hilarious.
Does he whip his motherfucking ass?
Oh, leg kicks the shit out of him right off the bat. And the dude's like, wait, what? A little bit before that, here it goes. So they go at it. He goes, yeah, fuck you. He's like, okay. He's dressed like a superhero, which is even more humiliating. He kicks your ass. So they start going at it. They're standing there in front of the cops. Look at this.
Yeah.
Whack!
Boom.
Right away. Ho, leg kick. And then he's bouncing, moving on him. And the dude's like, wait, what? Whack, leg kick again. Oh, shit.
Oh, he tried to kick back.
And the guy tried to throw a kick. And he's bouncing around on him. He's throwing jabs to the body.
And is that the cop right there,
Yep.
off to the right, watching?
Yep.
Why? Because if it goes to the ground, it's over?
I don't know, man. I think in
What are
case
the
the guy
rules?
quits. I guess if the guy quits, the cop has to be there to say, well, then it's assault after that. It's no longer mutual combat. Like, he's just kicking the shit out of his leg. And the dude's moving forward just in a zombie state now. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And then the beating comes down. And then the cops step in and separate it.
And say, okay, that's enough.
That's
and
enough.
then they're like, have a good night.
Yeah, good night, sir.
No police
Take care.
report.
Exactly.
No paperwork.
Look, he's doing it in front of the cops.
And
Washington State has some crazy mutual combat law.
How do we get that passed across the board?
It would stop a lot of fucking jabber, John.
Oh my God, would it? Oh man, would it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that say things they don't really mean, and they open up possibilities that they don't really want to take place.
Because alcohol.
Yeah.
They get froggy.
Exactly.
And then when someone says jump, now all of a sudden they gotta jump.
Well, that's why pot's better. But because that guy got so froggy, he actually jumped, and he didn't even know how to jump, which is the most ridiculous thing.
In front of a cop on camera. Yeah. At least you could take an ass whipping.
The description of what happened here is kind of interesting. If you
Who
wanna read
wrote
that.
this? Just somebody?
So I think it's whoever shot the video.
Oh, he said F-U, N-word.
He was going to walk away and leave, and the guy said, I'll fight you, right? I'll take it to your house. And then that's when he went to the cop and was like, all right, we're going to fight then.
At this point, Phoenix agrees to mutual combat. The two shake hands, and the fight commences.
He says, fuck you, I'll bring this to your house.
Yeah, and right before he beats the shit out of the dude says, you know you don't want none of this.
Damn.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Mutual combat.
Yeah. Well, that can only exist in like them Wild West states. Like you get that off in Arizona, maybe New Mexico can pull something like that off. They can pull that off. That'll never make it to California.
California would be a mutual state?
They'd be like, we have to stop violence.
Or you have the guys pulling the guns. You have both sides.
They have both sides, yeah. We have like a lot of people that came over here to grow sprouts and do yoga.
Like I don't think there's gonna be much mutual down in Compton.
No. Yeah, they have to learn how to fight first. If you don't know how to fight, that's when the guns come out. It's really.
I wonder if mutual combat allows weapons if you both have weapons.
No, I think that's not in the rules.
That's murder.
Yeah, have you seen that shit they're doing in Russia now? Where M1s having night fights.
Knife fights.
Night, like knights. You dress up like a knight, armored and swords and shit, and beat the fuck out. Yeah, I put it on my Twitter. I retweeted today. A guy got KO'd by a sword
to the face.
Dude, you got to see this shit. They hit each other in the head. They're wearing armor.
How heavy is a knight outfit?
Looks heavy
30
as
pounds?
fuck. They're not moving very well. I would bet it's heavier than that. Like, look at this. They're jacking each other with these fucking swords.
They're like modern knight. Oh, and the shield to the face.
Yeah. Well, there's some full speed versions of it, Jamie, where they like look at it. Look how they're whacking each other, man. I mean, they got.
So are they blunt swords? You think?
I think so. I think they're probably blunt, but
Look,
they're big
behind the legs.
Fucking...
The behind the legs is not. Oh, he knee.
Oh yeah.
Behind
Nice
the legs
knee.
isn't guarded. I'd be going for.
Oh, look at this. You got a takedown.
Takedown. I mean, this is real. I mean, this would be real life if that would happen. You'd smack. Oh, shielding him while he's down.
Oh my God, he shielded him in the head.
When's the ref stop it?
No, I guess they stopped it.
He did on his own. He was like, "Okay, you
oh my God,
are dead."
Yeah. Wow, that guy got. He's trying to tap on the ground. He's done. Wow,
Oh man,
that is crazy.
There's no rules.
Where they're fighting looks awesome too.
Yeah, they're in a field.
Yeah, it looks like a place where people would fight with swords.
They're in the Shire.
The Shire.
Oh hell yes! Look at him. Look at his face is beat up.
Oh yeah, man. He took some swords to the head. That is a fucked up sport.
That's a tough dude right there.
This is next level shit, right? I mean, this
I'll
is.
do it. Sign me up. I don't even know how to yield a sword, but I'll do it.
Are you in? If this starts happening in the United States, you're down. Look, what the fuck?
Oh,
is
they have
this,
maces
Jamie?
and.
5-on-5 sword
Come
fights?
on!
Oh my God, this is
That dude has
insane.
an axe.
Oh my God.
Look how big that guy is.
I don't even want to hear it.
Oh,
This
he
is
has an
insane.
axe. He has a real life axe.
Well, this
That's
is
the only way to fight a guy with an axe. Grab him. Oh, what?
Oh, look at the other guy hitting him
to
in the head.
head.
Oh shit. This is insane.
He's dead. He killed that dude.
He hit that dude
Flying
in the
jump
head
kick.
with a fucking
What
axe.
is this? What do you look up for this so people can fucking do this?
IMCF.
IMCF
2015 5-on-5 France versus New Zealand. They have night fights. This is a new
Dude,
thing.
those guys had axes and maces.
And they hit that dude in the head with an axe
7
many
times. Yeah, right. He's dead.
What the fuck, cowboy?
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Look, he got in
Jesus
trouble there because he
Christ.
put the blade to that dude's throat.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
Boom,
Do that.
jump kick, and then put it to his throat.
Oh my God, you can't do that.
And he said, dude, you can seriously not
Stop.
cut his head off.
The referee, stop, too violent.
Yeah, but the guy...
How long before two dudes dress up in samurai outfits with no fucking armor
Bro,
and go at it with a sword?
How can you take an axe to the head 6 times?
You can't, obviously.
Well,
the guy went down. Like he
down,
got
but I mean, how
shot.
come it's not? There's no blood. Look at the...
Well, I think because of his helmet.
I want the mace. Look at the
Oh,
mace.
but this is so crazy.
They're fighting for points too, and somehow they scored
Oh
a
my
point, and then
God.
they
So
restarted.
you can't stab. I haven't seen any stabbing going on because I feel like that'd be my move.
Well, here's what's unrealistic about it. In the real world, if
The
people
2-on-1
were
in that
fighting
dude.
like this, they would be stabbing each other.
For
so these
sure.
fights would be quicker. So like, there's something about like using these blunt objects and not being able to stab each other that makes it almost more ridiculously brutal. This is a crazy fucking
Look how big that
sport.
dude is.
That's the mountain.
This is awesome.
They tackle each other.
I think when you're down,
You're down.
You're down.
Yeah, he seems confident. I wouldn't be confident if I was in a war. I would be thinking that guy's gonna stab me in the dick.
Yeah, I got to get up now. How crazy would war be? How fucking crazy would old time war be?
Old time barbarian style.
Just like
swords.
this. Sword, maces.
Yeah. Ugh.
Like if you're the guy and you're choosing, what would be your weapon? So
Bow
my
and
thing is
arrow.
like, yeah, oh for sure, bow
For
and arrow.
sure.
Sitting on the ridge,
Yeah.
sniping.
Yeah.
Imagine being the guy like, yep, grabbing your maces just like you walk into the Onnit Academy and you're like 10, 12, 20, or the fucking 3-headed 30-pounder. And you're like, that's mine.
Yeah.
What do you have, 6 good swings out of you?
Maybe. Especially if you're a guy who doesn't train.
And
they
then-
probably weren't really training that much.
And then you're fatigued and dying.
And then some dude's cutting your head off. And you get to see that sword right when it hits your neck, then you go into the afterlife.
You're 6. You're
Yeah.
6 good. You're lifting people off their feet.
What is this?
the ridiculous final.
21 versus 21?
21 U.S.
Oh
versus
my
Russia.
Look at the
God.
tiny pig pen they have them in. So
This is insane,
Oh,
dude.
U.S. is here?
Oh my God. Battle of the Nations, it's called.
Hey, man, I hate to tell you, but I just don't think the U.S. is going to do very well. No,
Against
of course.
Russians?
Well, I mean, I just don't.
slaughter.
I just don't know
Oh.
if U.S. has much knight
Jesus Christ.
lineages. Do we?
No, we don't have a
Zero.
lineage in knighting.
Zero, right?
Zero. But does Russia? Do they have a lineage in knighting?
I don't know.
Fighting-
I think
fighting
I'd
with
want to be
knights?
on like the Scottish or the English team.
Yeah. They
Right?
Braveheart style.
Braveheart style.
Yeah.
For sure wins every year.